Hello students. So it has been a long time I could not able to upload videos. This is due to different reasons, especially some personal reasons. So now I have decided to upload different regular videos covering different topic of mathematics or related to this. Today I have come up with a topic which is quadratic equations. So this topic is quite relevant for class 10 CBSE mathematics and also for CBSE, ICSE and state boards. And so before come to the quadratic equations, so what is a quadratic polynomial? So quadratic polynomial, we know if the degree of a polynomial is 2, what is the degree? The highest power on the variable is called the degree of the polynomial. If the highest power on a variable is 2, then it is a quadratic polynomial. Let us consider a quadratic polynomial, that is 2x square minus 6x plus 3. So this is a quadratic polynomial because the highest power is 2. Okay. Then what is the equation? If a quadratic polynomial is involved in an equation, then it becomes a quadratic equation. A equation has two sides. One is the left hand side, other one is right hand side. So this general quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay. So here a, b, c can take any real values, any real number, and a cannot be equal to 0. Why a cannot be equal to 0? If you put a equal to 0 here, then there will be no x square term and this equation no longer be a quadratic equations. So these equations become a linear equations. So we cannot take the value a cannot be equal to 0. So what is the solution of a quadratic equations? So let us take an example of a quadratic equation. Suppose x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay. If you put x equal to 2, then what will be the left hand side of these equations? Then that is 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. This is equal to 4 minus 10 plus 6 equal to 0. So the right hand side is also equal to 0. This is the right hand side. Okay. So left hand side equal to right hand side for x equal to 2. Okay. So x equal to 2 satisfies these equations. Okay. So x equal to 2 is called the solution of these equations. So those values of the variable which satisfy the equation are called the solution or roots of the quadratic equations. So this is the trial and error method. This is not the proper method to find out the solution of a equations because it is a time consuming method. So what are the different methods we use to find out the solution of a quadratic equation? The first one is the quite popular method, the method which is regularly used is factorization method. That is factorization method. Then second one is completing square, completing the square, completing the square method. So this method is excluded in the CBSE syllabus. The third one is using quadratic formula. Okay. To derive the quadratic formula, we use this second method, that is completing the square. So when you find out the quadratic formula, then you can have some idea how we can use to find out the solution by using completing the square method. So this let us find out, let us know how we can find out the solutions by using factorization method. This is the factorization you already know. Okay. So there are different type of algebraic identities we use to factorize a polynomial. So here this is a trinomial. Okay, this is a quadratic polynomial. On the left hand side is a quadratic polynomial. So let us factorize this by using middle term splitting. Okay, the fourth identity we can use. So here there is a coefficient of x square, that is 9, and the constant is minus 2. You need to multiply these two, the constant and the coefficient of x square. So 9 2s are 18. Now you have to find out two numbers whose product is 18 and whose difference is 3. So here the sign of 2 is negative, so it will be difference. If the sign of 2 is positive, in that case the sum should be equal to 3. So let us take an example here. So let us x square minus 5x plus 6. So here the coefficient of x square is 1. The product of this constant and the x square is 6. Okay, so you need to find out two numbers whose product is 6 and the sum is 5. Because why we take the sum? Because the sign of 6 is plus. Okay, that is x square minus the 3 plus 2 equal to 5, and 3 into 2 equal to 6. So this is plus 6. So this is equal to x square minus thrice x minus twice x plus 6. So this is, you can, x minus 3 minus 2 x minus 3. So this is equal to x minus 2 then x minus 3. So this is how we can do. So in this example you need to find out two numbers whose product is 18 and the difference is 3. You can take 6 and 3. 6 into 3 is 6 3s are 18, and 6 minus 3 equal to 3. So these are the two numbers, that is 6 and 3. The 6 minus 3, x minus 2 equal to 0. So only you need to find out these two numbers, that is 9x square minus 6x plus thrice x. Okay, then the minus minus it becomes plus. So these are we are splitting the thrice x into two terms. This is called a, that is why it is called a middle term splitting. We split this minus thrice x into two terms, that is minus 6x plus thrice x. So now you have to take these two terms. Okay, take the GCF, the greatest common factor, the highest common factor of 9x square minus 6x, it is thrice x. Then thrice x minus 2. There is no common factor of these two, that is thrice x and 2. You have to take one as common, that is thrice x minus 2. Okay, then that is equal to thrice x plus 1 thrice x minus 2. Okay, when the product of two numbers is equal to 0, the one number must be equal to 0. So here thrice x plus 1 into thrice x minus 2 equal to 0. So either thrice x plus 1 equal to 0 or thrice x minus 2 equal to 0. So here in that case x equal to how much? This is minus 1 by 3, or the x equal to 2 by 3. So x equal to minus 1 by 3 and x equal to 2 by 3 are the solution of these quadratic equations. Means these two values, minus 1 by 3 and 2 by 3, will satisfy this quadratic equation. These are the solutions of these quadratic equations. So that's all for today. I will bring another topic, so how we can find out the quadratic formula and how we can use the quadratic formula to find out the solution of a quadratic equations. So that will cover in the next video. Thank you.